Well, hey there, everyone. It is December 15th. We are getting closer to Christmas. I'm getting kind of excited about everything that's in this box. So we're going to open up the next slot today. Now, you remember, this was a 24 slot box that I made, and each slot has an item in it that's a great stocking stuffer for that camper, backpacker, whatever in your family. And we've already opened 14 of them. We're on December 15th, and we're going to open the 15th slot. 15th slot is right in here. So we're going to open this up and see what's in it. I have no idea what's in that box, and I'm not going to try to remember everything we've taken out so far. We've taken out a lot of stuff so far, a lot of really cool things and great stocking stuffer ideas. This poor box is starting to look a lot worse for wear, but that's okay. We're having a lot of fun with it. So let's just punch in the 15th hole and see what we get. What in the world? Oh, this is really cool. Okay, so these are some mini Inferno fire starters, and I've made some of these on my own, but these are some you can buy if you don't want to make them on your own. Let's take them out and go take a look at them. So you guys have seen me use these things before. These are my homemade fire starters that I use using cotton rounds you can get at Kroger. I use a mix of paraffin and lamp oil, and I make these little rounds. They're nice and pretty, they're white. And then you break them up and they start a nice fire. Let me show you how that works. So to demonstrate my homemade fire starters, you guys have seen me make these before. I've got a link down to the video below that shows me where I make these. I just take these, I break them up, and sort of wiggle them back and forth, and it breaks up those fibers, breaks up, of course, they're hard initially because they got all that wax on them. I'm just going to open this up, and you don't have to do much with it. I'm just going to take this, and now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my straight edge and my ferro rod, and I'm just going to strike a spark, and it starts right up. These things start amazingly fast, and they burn really, really, really well. They'll burn for about 5 minutes or so. Now, these are great as a project to make your own, but the thing is, if you're just getting started, if the person in your family you're buying these for is sort of new at this, or they've never made them before, buying their first ones for them so they learn how to use them before they actually make some of their own is actually not a bad thing to do. So these are the mini Infernos. The only place I know to find them, I found them a lot of places, but the main place I find them is on selfrelianceoutfitters.com. That's Dave Canterbury's site. And when you open this tin up, you get the same kind of thing. It's a little cotton round, been soaked. It's orange. I don't really know why it's orange, but they're orange. They got little holes in them. I guess that's just the way the cotton rounds come. And you do exactly the same thing with them. And I'm going to show you how these work when you start a fire. So we're going to start with our Pathfinder Mini Infernos. Again, I got these off of Dave Canterbury's site. So we just open that up, and what we have inside is the little orange discs. These are almost identical to the ones that I made at home. But again, if you've never made them before and maybe you don't want to try that just yet, you just want to learn how to use them first, this is a great way to get them. So you get your little things and you just work them exactly the same way. You just break them up. They're a little harder than the ones you make at home. Wiggle them back and forth a lot. Expose these fibers that are on the inside of this thing, which are really the same kind of material. It's got a little accelerant on it. I love it. It says on the can, if swallowed, go to the emergency room. I think, who would put these things in their mouth and swallow them? But I guess some people do. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to put the warning on there, right? So again, we just take our knife and we're going to just spark this. Starts right up. Once it gets going good, we'll put a little bit of wood in there. It's going to start this fire right up. I don't want to smother it, so I'll put these pieces here. I'm just going to put these little pieces of wood right on top of it. A little kindling here. Think of the fire starter as your tinder, and this is your kindling. Lay it gently. And this will start your fire up really, really, really fast. I love these things. Just starting a fire up with fire starters is the way to go. I remember when I was in Boy Scouts, they never let us use any kind of accelerant or any kind of fire starter. You had to do it just strictly with matches and with tinder. It was really hard and sometimes really, really frustrating to get a fire going. These things are excellent. The technology involved with putting these things together is fantastic. Something I haven't seen in my younger years, but I do see it now. the options available to you to get your fires going are so much more advanced and so much more available than they were when I was growing up. So it's just a really great tool, and it's a great thing to give to somebody as a gift. Those things they can keep in their backpack so they can start a fire really quickly in almost all weather conditions if they need to. As you can see, this fire starter is starting that wood up really quickly. The wood is already burning, and it's going to continue to burn. And as it builds, you can add more tinder to it and then larger sticks, and you can build a really nice campfire. So there it is, the Mini Inferno all-weather fire starter. These things will start in just about any weather. You can start them with a lighter, you can start them with a match, you can start them with, I like to start them with the ferro rod. It's just, I like practicing with my ferro rod any chance I get, so I always use it every time I can. But these are great little fire starters. Like I said, if you have someone in your family who hasn't made any before and they're a little nervous to try those first, you get these as their first kind of disc fire starter. They'll learn how to use them, and that'll help them to understand how to make them. The ones I make aren't quite as stiff as these, but they do work really, really well. As you can see, both the homemade ones and the ones here that you buy commercially will start with simply one spark, which is really nice. You don't have to generate a whole lot of sparks to get them going. They're not hard to get going at all. And so that's certainly a big advantage. So I'll put a link to these down in the description. I am not an affiliate of Self-Reliance Outfitters, so I don't get any kind of commission or anything like that. I just think it's a really great site for those people who are outdoors people. Remember what we always say, stay strong, stay prepared, and have a blessed day, and have a very, very Merry Christmas in 2025.